Hi everyone, welcome to this video which will show the general interfaces of the multiScan LiDAR. This LiDAR has a built-in interface. No additional software is required to access the LiDAR. To access the LiDAR, type in the IP address of the LiDAR in the address bar of any browser. If you have a new LiDAR, the IP address would be 192.168.0.1. Please note that in order to connect to the LiDAR, your PC has to be on the same subnet of the LiDAR as well. Now we have the LiDAR interface screen. The IP address of the multiscan can be changed if desired. To do this, you will have to log in. Please see the password details at the bottom left of the screen. There are many ways to communicate with the multiscan, including TCP/IP, which includes COLA, ASCII, and COLA2 binary. Multiscan also has REST API communication. Now let's get to the basic settings of the multiscan, which will cover filter settings and adjustments to the multiscan orientation. Navigate to the gear-shaped icon on the left toolbar, click on the gear icon and select Basic Setting. The first function you can see is the interlace mode. It allows user to achieve a smaller resolution by using multiple scan with a different starting angle for each scan. For example, if you have a LiDAR that is 1 degree angular resolution, with interlace mode here you can attain 0.33 degree with 3 scans. Multiscan has 4 different filters geared towards outdoor environment. Fog conditions generate many unwanted noise back at the LiDAR, making it difficult to see target objects. With the fog filter, such unwanted echoes can be filtered out. That being said, having a fog filter will reduce the range of the LiDAR. Under rain or dusty conditions or trying to see through a mesh, you can use Echo Filter and select which echo you want to see. That would help user narrow down their target object. Another filter for dusty condition is to use Particle Filter. Particle filter essentially act as an object size filter. It is very useful in situation where you have a lot of small objects, dust, or rain that will interfere with detecting target objects. Moving Average Filter has traditionally been used to modulate the effect of edge hits, although this is less of an issue with the newer HDDM Plus LiDAR. What it does is it takes into account of the distance value of a specific position across multiple scans to derive the correct distance value. Multiscan has various methods of synchronizing date and time with the main system, such as your PC or an integrated robot system. NTP and PC synchronization is provided as standard features, and PTP can be added on as a separate license. Orientation settings. There are many situations where the multiscan is mounted at an angle or mounted upside down. To help better visualization of the point cloud and give a relevant Cartesian coordinates, the user can customize the orientation settings. There are 6 preset mounting settings available. Users can also put in information such as pitch, yaw, and roll angles, as well as putting in their X, Y, Z origin position. Taking the IMU data as an origin setting is also possible with multiscan. Contamination indicator is very useful when multiscan is placed at a remote location or on a vehicle. It allows the user to know that the lens of the multiscan is dirty or there are some obstructions. User can set which quadrant they want to monitor, as well as the sensitivity levels to suit different operating conditions. The next interface page that we are going through is the Data Output page. This page allows users to set up the output for the LiDAR streaming data, as well as filter out irrelevant data from the data stream. The ability to reduce the size of the data packet is very useful to save CPU processing resources in a system such as AMR, robotic systems, and to simplify data integration. Accessing the Data Output page is simple. Click on the icon on the left page and click on the drop-down Data Output option. To receive streaming data from the multiScan, it is important to set up the data format you want and receiving port. The multiScan data stream comes in UDP data packets that can be represented in two different data formats: compact and message pack. After selecting the required data format, make sure that the destination IP address should be set to the receiving UDP IP. In most cases, that would be the IP address of the computer that is connected to the multiScan. IMU data can also be included as part of the data packet on the same destination port or a different port. There are many options to reduce the size of the data packet in multiScan. The first option is to reduce the number of layers being included in the point cloud. The user can activate the scan layer filter and select which layer they want to be included in the data packet and which layers to be excluded. The data packet generated will only include the layers that are selected. Limiting the scan range is also a way to reduce data size. Let's say the user is only interested in objects or data right in front of the LiDAR, but not at the back of the LiDAR. The user can specify what angular range of data to be included, and only the data within the range of the start angle and end angle will be included in the data packet. Scan interval filter reduces the frequency in which data is output to the receiving port. For example, if the scan interval is set to 10 scans, then multiScan will only output one data stream for every 10 scan intervals, thus reducing the amount of data that the main computer has to handle at a certain time, interval, and prevent data buffer overloading. For more customization of data range, there is also the cuboid area filter, whereby the user can specify which XYZ of the area of interest to monitor. In that way, a very specific range of data can be exported. There are also distance filter. Let's say that the user is not interested in seeing objects or data more than 6 meters away. The user can simply specify the required distance, and any data outside of the range will not be included in the data output. That concludes the video on the general sensor interface for multiScan. Feel free to look at other videos in the channel or contact us for any questions. Thank you.